Hello, how y'all doing? I'm already failing as a streamer. Hold up. Is this the box that I'm looking for? Yes, it is. Yippee! Look at that. This is... It's really difficult to find this one. I'm just being honest. It's quite impossible to find this one. Interesting how my stream didn't start on. Okay. Okay, I see. Whoever created this platform. Oh my god. Back to kick. Okay, so I cannot see the... Okay. Oh, I don't know what's happening. Can I modify this? Oh, it's right. What happened? Okay, you gotta click it yourself. You click on start all and it doesn't start all. Interesting. You know, I see what people say, like streaming is too young right now. It is. It really is, because every deck you use is like straight up dog shit. It's horrible. You click on anything and the stream entirely breaks. It doesn't make any sense. Oh, hello you guys. How y'all doing? We're playing some pinball again. You know, I gotta stop playing pinball. But I don't know. Jimmy Hill Chin? Got him? Nah. I'm trying to get the secret on the map. It's the first thing I normally do when I play this. By the way, I've never seen a more difficult layout than this one. When you create a pinball game, even if it's broken as shit, just make sure people can play that. Just make sure people can play the game. Don't create the layout before understanding the physics, even if the physics are broken. Try to understand which shot your player will go for. Make it difficult also, but give them some boosts along the way. Jimmy Hill Chin! Man, my life ain't easy, huh? It's not supposed to be easy, huh? It's not supposed to be easy, huh? You know, people told me, oh, you know, you need to just... delete this and delete that. There's always something that passes through the... What? That's interesting. So yeah, let's go. Where's my chat? Okay. Okay, Jimmy Hill Chin, like I was saying, perfect. This game, I don't think it has the tilt. I don't. In the game, I think you cannot get 2 Jimmy Hill Chins, only 1. I already lost a ball for free. Guys, you ever had a YouTuber that doesn't update frequently? I have some of my favorite YouTubers, they never update. There, really? This game doesn't have safe ball, so you get what you get. Nice. There are some pinball games that I wish we had so we could play. One of them is Lost Odyssey on... It's a... It's not a Nintendo game, Neo Geo game. Sadly, the people that made Neo Geo games, they decided to not publish that one. And recently, I kind of discovered that Neo Geo, since there was a time where people were really interested in... God damn it. It's over. There was a time where people were really interested in playing Neo Geo games and such. So what happened was some games were unreleased, and the company decided to kind of produce the... Oh god. Produce the games in physical form so they could sell for a high price. So we got, for example, Ganryu, which apparently had a sequel. Ganryu apparently had a sequel on Steam. But the original game was an unreleased game that decided to be... God fucking damn it. I'm trying to see if there is a nudge. Nor in the fucking keyboard. Hold on. Let them go through. But some games, they just never released it. And one of those games was Lost Odyssey, which is a pinball, and it's really cool. Sadly, it's always the pinball that kind of goes in release, huh? And it was closer to a real pinball. So it has events and shit instead of changing the boards mid-game. Hold up.
We're safe for now.
I'm safe for now. How am I safe? One ball left. So he lied. Let's start by saying that. The objective in the middle is so convoluted that even other people playing this game cannot discover or understand it. Oh, hold up. Teleport. So let's ignore the middle and talk about the top part. So there is a guy in the middle. The guy in the middle, he's transforming. There is an evil and a good part. There is a way to actually make him full evil or full good. I don't think there is like... There is a prize in score, but... Oh, god damn it. It's so difficult to get there. The flippers are kind of weak if compared to other games. Normally, you could get to the top when the shit happens. The middle part, you gotta... That changes the gravity. Apparently. The middle part, you gotta destroy all the TIE fighters. You will get a part of a bigger starship. When you complete it, I don't remember what happens. Jimmy Hoochin! Oh shit. Hold on.
We're safe for now.
Center block activate. It's so common games without nudge, pinball games without nudge. It's kind of weird. Now. Hold up. No. Yeah, that's the way. I like it. I don't quite remember what the fuck is going on, so... Oh, so we are inside the mosquito. The alien mosquito, basically. Ooh! Say ooh. Oh, god damn it. Missed that one. Player 1 scored. Okay. Points. What is going on? By the way, you see how loose the ball is right now? Fastball. God damn it. It falls faster than normal. And game over. When we started to get some progress, game over. That's why we can play this when it's one coin. Because look at what happened. You lose the ball fast as shit. There's no way. Bonus multi. Almost? I don't like this bottom part. I understand that the bottom gotta be kind of difficult to get out of. Cute and Kai does it perfectly. It's difficult to get out of it, but it's not impossible. Since there is no straight shot on the left side and right side, it's really difficult to... Let me try. Yeah, look at that. You cannot go through the middle because of the mosquito.
We're safe for now.
I'm safe for now? Spacebar. Baby. Almost. When that shit happened, I gotta get my left flipper ready. Oh. Was a good ball one. Good ball one. Nice. Now docking star stage 1?
Incoming missile.
Fuck.
Incoming missile.
Perfect. Teleport. Right to top now. Can take a break. This will take a little while. Got them. Yeah, that's it. See how his face returned to human? Or close to at least one. One slime to go. Nice. No. Time warp. The effects are really cool. And I also like the side thing explaining what's going on. Please, just spawn the slime already. God damn. And when you kill all the fighters, it becomes really way more difficult to even get to the top. Because now they block your passage. And that's your objective, by the way. It's not... If you hit it enough times, you actually destroy the big starship. Try to go for some Jimmy Hill Chin. Didn't work. Jimmy's trying to eat my ball. Teleport. This teleport is fucked. It forces you to the dark side. Dark side! See? We back at the beginning because of that. And it's really difficult to avoid going there.
Incoming missile.
Boom!
Incoming missile. Incoming missile.
Oh god. Jimmy Hill Chain! Did the missile
Incoming missile.
take one of my levels from my starship? Nice. Space warp, fastball. Oh my god. Start docking level 2. See? The ball became... The ball becomes so much heavier. It's absurd. Missed it. God damn it. Gotta hold the ball. I don't know if heavy ball is still multi 3. That's nice. I'm probably beating the highest score on this one. Almost lost the ball for no reason. Space warp, no, please, not again. Still incomplete, by the way. Somehow. God damn it. Oh no. Oh yeah. I need an extra ball. Where is it? Got him. Still incomplete. 2 parts to go. Prime Pinball Gaming. This game stresses me out. Not gonna lie. Outland Fields. Got another boost. That was a Jimmy Hill Chin. It only works one time. I already got my Jimmy Chin. I think you gotta hold the Jimmy Chin boost if it multiplies. It's almost... Yeah. I think this resets the board. Active field. You gotta be careful so you don't stay rate 3 bonus. Nice, one part to go. I never seen this complete. Whew. Nobody has the patience to do all this shit, to be honest. And there goes my ball. Especially when you can destroy the... Oh no, space warp. Perfect. Gonna send my ball to... Hell zone? Oh god. WeijiBeng. I think it's fastball that is... Okay, so it's done. What's up? How we doing? You gotta say, I'm dedicated. Dedicated as fuck to do that. Bonus held. Hold up. Game over. That's so bullshit. This one was a good one. Wanna see my score placement right here? Let's see. Dave Bay. Let's go. I'm third. Almost past Dave. It's impossible to pass Andy. There's no way. It's basically the doubling amount of points that I got. Oh, and that was Starball. In our next game. I hope this works. Yes, it did. It's rare people know what this even is. This is a great, awful pinball game called Tsumera. It's Chinese, developed for the DOS. This is, I think it's the closest we will get to a DemonCrush. But there is one problem. And I've seen some people play through this online and all. And even I played this game, so. One of the problems is the physics in this game are dog shit. It's not a problem, it's consistent. See right there? Playing rivals now. I will chat with you soon. Damn, Vicky. Good luck on your rivals. Right here. Yeah. This game gets it. I wish somebody... Yo, the ball is teleporting. It's absurdly fast. You know, I played this as basically my second pinball game ever on this genre. And I don't remember being like this. Holy shit! This is a guessing game. What is going on? Messy guessies? To be honest, my run is already better than my first time for what I remember. But I remember the game being kinda okay and not this fast. It's the same emulator in the same room, so I don't know what's going on. Your KOF vids are nice. Keep it up. You know, tough. It's tough. That one's tough. I was thinking about posting a video, but it gotta be kind of cynical because my last KOF video was so important to me that it basically it's basically my ground rule. It's what I stand on for KOF games. So it's really difficult to even come up with another video without redoing that one. And I understand why people wouldn't watch that, but I don't know, man, shit cannot be fun. And I also try to go on Discords and talk with people about the story of the King of Fighters 14 and 15. And I realized that fandoms are not like they used to be. If you were somebody so invested in some game, especially KOF lore was discussed basically every time we bought KOF. No. But now, I don't know, people are kind of jaded. They're so depressed. They don't want to talk about shit. And when we basically start talking about how bad fighting games are with story, it's kind of sad that a good story is kind of being directly ignored by the fan base. And I thought about doing a video explaining that, especially in the King of Fighters, modern the King of Fighters, people, you know, people complain about some new characters not looking the way they wanted to, but the story actually explains a lot of what's going on. But yeah, I have around 5 videos if I went crazy on KOF. But I'm also trying to diversify my content so YouTube doesn't think I'm just a pinball streamer. No, hold up. I'm just a KOF guy. Since every single time there's a YouTube AI where you can ask them for ideas for a video. They always default to talking about the King of Fighters with me, and I understand because it's one of my best videos with in terms of views. But that also means that they will basically suppress any other video. All my bros hate KOF. Yo, what's up? Pep son? The son of Pep? They say it's too slow. Really? Modern KOF is too slow? You know, I'm familiar with basically all KOFs, even the bad ones, and I don't think it's that detrimental coming to 3D and getting the 3D slow motion boost, because we still, some characters were too fast. Some characters were too fast, too punishing. It's a shame. Son of Pepsi, yeah. Good teleport to the top. Like I said, this game is closest to to DemonCrush than any other game. There's a boss in this game, I don't know how to trigger it. Nice. There was somebody that requested a video about Adelaide from KOF. And I have a perfect video for Adelaide on KOF. It's something that I think nobody ever will do. If I don't do it, nobody will ever do. And I think if it got enough views, it could actually flip the character on being considered a good ass character that everybody loves. This ball is too bouncy and it doesn't have the speed limit. So it keeps just going and going. Nice. That's reset the board? Okay. Do you know KOF Maximum Impact? Yes. There is something that I love in that game, the Regulation A, which is the... somehow SNK, it's not even SNK that created the game, right? It's another company, but they decided to represent a lot of music types from around the world. And we have basically, there is African electro, if I'm not mistaken. It's something about African electro or Africa funk. It's kind of, it's absurd. It's absurd. That game is actually culture. Some of the characters in that game I really love. There was a guy that I met that he attributed every bad thing about KOF on Nona, right? Nona? No. Falcon, the artist, which designed every KOF Maximum Impact secondary costume. Please. You own that shit? Who would have thought Pep's son? I'm more, you know, I don't fucking a lot with music, but when I do, I sit down and I listen to some, what's the name of that genre from Jamaica, which is basically party house. But I get a bunch of unknown artists from reggae and that kind of music, and I sit down and listen. I did all that to lose? Hey. First. Let's see the options in this one. Ball 3. Yeah. This company, I think this game was unreleased actually. Yeah. It's difficult to find. SNK, they were basically on top of every single trend from the 2010 in 2006, if you think about it. But they weren't trying to grift about African people or African music or whatever, or even Chinese fashion. You know which game I forgot to do a review or something like that? And I think people would hate my review. Fatal Fury. I'm kind of afraid to what's going to happen to the King of Fighters if it's like close to Fatal Fury. Because Prisha is one of the characters that I'm like, I don't know about that character. The ball glitch? I love his sprite. You know what we should do someday? Get a bunch of Korean games and Chinese games to play. This OG Sprites games on DOS and even on Mobile, which is old cell phones, right? They had the best pixel art we ever basically seen. I think the first 4K game that ever existed came from Taiwan. Because they decided to do big as fuck. Oh god. Oh, the serpent didn't. This run was shit. Please give me back my run. Yeah, that shit ain't happening. You know what I don't like, Vicky? How... I don't like how people ask for SNK to put characters from Fatal Fury and characters from Art of Fighting in Fatal Fury. That kind of diminishes the Garou Mark of the Wolves. Because Garou was created in a way to basically create new heroes on this old franchise, right? But now they gotta add Andy, they gotta add Joe, they gotta add Billy Kane, and they gotta add Mai. If you look at the original beta sprites for Garou 2, you will find no like old character being remade. And that's the sad part, because what made Garou even come close to getting a remake was exactly that. Nice. If only there was a patch for this game, I would actually play it. Directly to the gutter. Oh my god. about Korean games, you probably only know after 2006 Korean and you didn't even say Chinese games, but yeah. Which we had Grand Chase, Guns. I forgot the name of the other game, which is the one that looks like Guns, but is only people attack with melee, basically. That racing game. There were a lot of good shit on the 2000s, but when you see the 90s, Koreans were actually peaking the 90s somehow. And just recently, that's something that I think it's super cool about the Korean scene of games. Is that just recently, the Koreans started understanding their own scene. Even they were not interested in whatever they done in the 90s. But then some YouTubers started to highlight some of the greatest games they had. And even the American side, we actually fixed a lot of games they made. We actually made some games that were released but were unbeatable. You could not finish the game. We actually changed the game to be beatable. It's really interesting. And guess what? Nobody talks about that. Instead, we are talking. That's my point on my last video, which was about Dark Souls. We talk a lot about Assassin's Creed Shadows. Even if nobody wants to talk about that, people talk because there is enough money to lure everybody. Is the early 2000s the best Mugen? Is Korean or Chinese? I'm not sure what that question meant, but if we're talking about Mugen, basically the fighting game maker, it's Japanese. It's 2D Fighter, the name of that Mugen game. 2D Fighter Studio or whatever, which people used in the 2000s. It's really good. Some of those games even got remakes on 2025 because they were so good. And they use a generic engine. I think if I wasn't a kid back in the day, I should have made my fighting game on that shit. We still have there are still games coming in that engine that are really cool. One of my favorite secret fighting games came from that engine. The guy is still working on the game. I don't wanna do a video and call attention for a guy that maybe does not want that attention right now in his project. But the game is actually great. Moving on to another game. I want to play Jaguar. Yes. Nice. Do you know about my abandonware? Yes, I do. That's where I got the Tsumera in this game. Let's start with Tower. What? Oh shit, it's emulating the keyboard. Hold up. It's emulated the keyboard. Now it's back. No, it's not. Why it's not working? God damn it. Maybe I need to restart this one. Hold up. It was emulating my keyboard on my controller. Yeah, I really like that game also. You saw the... There's what's the name of that series? Warhammer. There's a Warhammer type of the Dead, which uses the original engine for bolt gun. Yeah, now it's back. Let's go. It's Warhammer Bolt something, and it's on Steam. There's two bolt guns. The free-to-play one is actually Type of the Dead. Wait. That's interesting. So this only works if I go like this? Yeah. I find it interesting how they basically reused the engine. It's really OG the way they did that. God damn. Yes. It's a good promotion for Bolt Gun 2, which they are actively working on. We had Summer Gamer Fest today. I didn't catch that. It's really weird how the indie block became basically the whole show in some of these. E3 like game shows. Do you have any pinball recommendations? Real or game? Because if it's game, I can recommend you my favorite pinball, which is, of course, JakiCrush. Rio. My favorite Rio pinball is Taxi and Diner. I enjoy a lot of simple pinball. God damn, I just lost that ball. What's that Capcom pinball? That one is actually cool if you ever close to one of them. There's only 3 in the whole world, so if you're ever close to it. It's something bar. It's Alien Bar or something. It's really fucking good. I wish somebody created a emulatable version of that game. There's also Future Spa. It's either Future Spa or Space Spa. Also great. I lost the ball already. God damn. This game doesn't give you any save. So you lose the ball, you lose the ball. Space Cadet. The 3D Windows ball. Yeah, that one is cool. Did you know that there is actually a full game with another 2 or 3 tables? That game is basically a quick demo to a product. If they told me that, oh god damn it. I think you're probably talking about Space Cadet, right? The one that came with Windows XP? Yeah. And apparently that was one of the big entries for pinball to new people. Yeah, man. I was shocked too. And I think it's on abandonware also because we don't have a way to buy that shit. GOG should make a retail version of that game. God damn. I think if people knew that that the game was a demo and we had a full version of the game, probably Microsoft would still create pinball games to this day. I saw some people trying to... People decompiled that game and they are looking at the original code for that game. I think it's really interesting. That now we can basically study those games. I'm playing Legend of Kane. Yeah, I beat that back in the day. Both of the games. And there's a third one. The original one from I think it's DOS. I need to play that as well. It's an RPG, it's not a platformer. That, I don't know if you saw the there's a hype for Breath of Fire on GOG, and they are actually apparently working with Capcom on some other stuff. Capcom is really getting everyone back on their side. 2016 Capcom was a mess. And now we can actually have CVS 2 on PC finally. There's a whole fiasco on Street Fighter 6 costumes. That people really want costumes for their characters, and Capcom is basically treating them with no costume, only customization for the second character. Capcom was greedy back in the day. You know, kind of tough situation. Is it better the Capcom that... I think Capcom was dumb. Let's go with that. Because... I don't know, ain't nobody trying to play Street Fighter 5, right? Let's start by saying that. They took basically 12 years to make Monster Hunter for a AAA Monster Hunter on a good platform. That shit was on handheld like 24/7 for 12 years. They decided to throw Capcom somehow. Do you remember Street Fighter Cross Tekken? Yes. I don't think Street Fighter Cross Tekken was that greedy, and I'm being just sincere about that one. Because the main complaint about Street Fighter Cross Tekken was the gem system? Okay, fair enough. And the DLC on disc. Were the DLC costumes on disc for Street Fighter 6 and Street Fighter 5? I wonder, right? That complaint only made Capcom never work on their stuff again. Street Fighter Cross Tekken was really AAA game. Think about this one. How many characters you had on base Street Fighter Cross Tekken? New characters, not Street Fighter 4 characters. You had basically every Tekken character in a 2D version of them. If you look at how many 2D Tekken characters were in Street Fighter Cross Tekken, you will see that Capcom made more characters than any game that they basically on release. Street Fighter 6, we have all every character, new animations, you know how it is. Oh god. And there are like 12 of them or something like that. 10, probably, I don't remember. Street Fighter 5, also 12. I think cross-stacking had like basically 20 already worked. It just made them like kind of sad, you know? They were like, yeah, we ain't doing this shit anymore. We're doing the bare minimum now. No promotion. No promotion for a fighting game will be as good as stacking, cross-stacking, technically speaking, because we had movies. There's a whole movie. The weird trailers were. The trailers were made by people that made movies, right? So we have all this cinematic stuff going on. We have a tournament, a pre-tournament with a bunch of famous players from Tekken and from Street Fighter. And now we get a Twitter post. Oh, I understand it now. I tilted the machine doing this the last time. Alright. I want to change the board.
Mark at 5, 4, 3, 2.
And that's exactly what pisses me off. Like, think about Street Fighter 6. Were the costumes already made when the game was introduced, but they just didn't put on the disc, so that makes it okay. And somehow, did you ever play that Tatsunoko vs Capcom? I have a crazy story about that Tatsunoko vs Capcom. I have a crazy story. I used to play that Tatsunoko vs Capcom with my dad. We went online and we actually had the same team, which was Chun-Li and Ryu, since my dad originally played Street Fighter 2 on the arcades. He was the kid that was known for turning off the machine with guile and doing handcuffs to win against people. Basically, the cheese is in my blood, that's what I'm saying. And then we used to play Tatsunoko vs Capcom against a guy, and the guy's team was something like Ryu or Morgan and Ro. We played originally back in 2009, 2008. And then when the servers was about to go down for Tatsunoko vs Capcom, which was years later, I decided to play now alone because my dad died. And I found the same guy online, the guy that plays Ro and whatever, and we played a bunch of fucking games before the server going down. And on my Wii, I still have some replays of us playing the game. It's really cool. I love this board. It's okay. He died because of drugs. He wasn't like the cool guy. Yeah, every joke in my video about my dad being a crackhead, it's true. It's just true. Not even funny. I love that. Oh my god, I love this. You need to actually launch the ball. This board is basically the best board I ever played. The team is so good. The visuals are clean as fuck. It's sad that this company decided to make this game Jaguar exclusive, thinking that the Jaguar would explode. But being honest, even if they made this shit for SNES, it wouldn't gone well, sadly. Ah, goddamn it. Dun, dun, dun.
Status. DEFCON 4.
Who's your favorite KOF character? There's a pinball museum close to my house. Close to my city, right? I gotta go there one day. I don't know, you don't know? Interesting.
Status. DEFCON 4.
You can pick basically 3 characters in the game? You can pick 3 characters in the game? You don't know? That's great. Yeah, I understand.
Current status. DEFCON 4.
If you ask me in a good day, I will always say Sayori. So they don't like to exploit the letters right there. This is the only game that actually fixed the exploit of mashing the letters. Maybe it's a bug. It's so great that this is a panel to like launch nukes. And now I got the nukes on the left side. I can... yes. And now there is people running from the nukes. I never got the multi-ball on this side of the board. See how they leave little blood splatters on the ground? My team always had the Blue Mary. Man, I stopped playing Blue Mary. Oh, Blue Mary was my main character back in the day. And then I become cynical. Especially in '98, I became a... I started playing only Yamazaki, not Yamazaki. Yashiro. Oh god. Almost got all the letters up there. If I lose the ball, the letters reset, so... God damn. Yeah, Ruiner. And I gotta go top left now.
Current status, DEFCON 5.
That's an absurd team on KLF O2UM. I hate King in that game. Holy shit. The command grab is so annoying. What's the name of this pinball? This is Ruiner Pinball for the Jaguar. 64, I think. Jaguar 64.
Current status, DEFCON 5.
I had to get its own emulator to play this game. I think the emulator I use is Big P and Emu. It's not the only Jaguar game I played. I also played a fighting game. Ooh. It's so difficult to get the yellow ramp.
Current status, DEFCON 5.
Ooh. Almost? And it just killed my ball.
Current status, DEFCON 5.
There should be a... They should have put a ramp on the top right of the screen. God damn. Yeah! Had to use 100% brain power to do that shit, but... And then I lose the ball. I think it's over. That was my last ball. Yeah. It's okay. We got something to talk about online. In chat. I'm going back to my addiction. Here. Where is it? Streamer boy. Okay, so it's JakiCrush here. Play the Oregon Trail. I don't think I have one. I don't even know. I think that game is... Isn't that the... Wait, where's the sound for this one? Isn't that the educational game? Yeah, I never played that. My parents were... They didn't give a shit. They put GTA on my hands like when I was 9 years old. So I never really played point click nor any of the famous educational games. Ooh, god damn it. Yeah, my mother has a weird way to teach shit. She basically tells me, she used to tell me like every time that, games are not real. And she thought that was enough, and to be honest, it was. The last 2 times I played this game, I somehow found a glitch with the ball and soft locked the game. The last time I played this game, I had basically the best run I ever seen for this game ever. Yeah, but she used to actually say that on a real delicate way. I know, it's really interesting. I have an uncle and he's kind of crazy with games. But he basically cannot deny that I'm an okay person, I guess. Basically, I'm the only thing holding him from saying that video games are violent, only to kill shit. Oh god. This game has some sweet spots on the... Yes. you know, the TV controls everything. Still, somehow. God fucking damn it. What I think it's interesting that nobody ever talks about. That's why sometimes I think people that do videos, they're kinda, I don't know, I think commentary YouTube channels don't have their own opinion. That's what I'm saying. Because how did nobody ever say something like, well, there's this company, like, for example, Bank of America or something like that. And they decided to create an ad targeting gamers. So they're like saying something like, whoa, Bank of America, where gamers come to hold their money. Alright. Every time there's some accident, people come basically swinging for gamers. Like, he actually played the game GTA 4? He has a copy of Animal Crossing. And we never see the companies that basically create a bunch of marketing for gamers. We never see them kind of defending, you know? We never see them telling, nah, are you kidding me? They only want our money, but they don't want the stigma that comes with it, which is not even real. That's what's crazy about it. I think influencers are in control now. I think here's the problem, right? And who was Neil deGrasse Tyson said that? He's really annoying, but he said something that I think it's true, which is influencers and all this news from basically news coming from social media, it will die down. What the fuck sound was that? Was I that wrong on my take? They just decided to ring the buzzer? Well, I think social media. Neil deGrasse Tyson said that the news coming from social media will die down the moment where AI becomes so strong that you cannot tell the difference from reality. So every event will have two different, basically. God damn, I shouldn't do that. People will try to manipulate both ways every event with AI. So we will need a curator somehow. It says that the curator will be the TV. I don't believe so, but I can see that basically the same people that work on TV right now will. There are a lot of people who don't want to think. Then the influencers arrive. I say they think like this. Yeah. since we talked about fighting games, there's something that I always wondered, right? You ever seen the discussion on AI lately? The AI discussion, it's not really interesting, that's not it, but I think everybody is lying with AI. For example, if Nintendo ever fed an AI basically 2,000 hours of content of Mario 64, and somehow they created Mario 64 with a bunch of new levels that is consistent, not some AI bullshit inconsistent like Minecraft AI. But like, they used the AI just to create new levels for Mario 64. Do you really think people won't play that shit? Think about that shit. And I was thinking about this because, for example, do you really think that if AI somehow can replicate the King of Fighters 13 art style in the cheapest way possible, but it's still the same, it's not even quality, but let's say it looks like it's original, right? And we could put, I don't know, Rugal in that game, put some characters that people really love for cheap. Do you really think that every KOF player will sit down and say, "Oh, arigatou gozaimasu, I don't want, no me wante, the fucking AI generated"? Do you really think that if they created, you know, one of the biggest complaints about Third Strike is where is Gaio, Zangief, and Dawson? Do you really think that if they added Dawson, Gaio, and Zangief with AI on Third Strike, people wouldn't just buy it? Yeah, I think that shit is disgusting. I'm an artist, man. I understand, but shit. It doesn't seem like the average person care, and... Oh! God damn it. It doesn't seem like the average person care. Let's start by saying that, right? And the art... Like, the art community really likes to act like they give a shit about stuff, right? But every single time we had a problem like this one, the artist kneel either to money or to popularity. And we can't even discuss how popular AI is with boomers. Every video on Facebook, on TikTok is AI, and they don't even know the difference. I think the Ghibli art style really feels soulless, right? Because the characters, they have the same expression. It's like, it's always the same expression, and you have to actually invest time to get a different expression, right? Oh! Boomer love AI, yeah. But that's the thing. What defines what will be said basically on history books, it's basically iconicity, let's say. It's iconicity, it's how famous a piece is. And we still have contentions about the toilet piece from whoever the fuck, I don't care. That toilet piece is still really controversial. When you ask like professionals, let's say fucking artists, people that understand the story, why this piece is so important, it's basically because it takes any emotion out of the normal public. How the fuck a bunch of people complaining about AI is not making an emotion out of people? Like, you understand? Like, you're baiting people into looking at this art that makes them outrage. And if you go to the for the story to that art piece, you realize that the whole concept of this movement didn't even exist when the guy was creating the art piece to begin with. What is written on the ball? Boy, I don't know. It's a B. B for ball. It's a Japanese B. You can actually change the ball. Let me show you. Oh. Couldn't hit that. Couldn't hit that. Now. Kobe! Oh, shit. Yeah, I heard that too. And you saw that there was a copyright. Oh, no. There was a copyright claim on AI music because they were using real music. So the most greedy, abusive copyright strike bitches came for AI. And I think it's really interesting because, you know, the common artist on Twitter can be totally destroyed for AI to just suck everything on the internet and basically create a generic version of it. But those music companies, nah, they cannot be this, like, you can even touch them. If they have the least amount of proof that you use some of their stuff, they will come for you. Ah, no. I knew it. My last run of this was so good that this one looks horrible in comparison. And it's not that bad. This board is really difficult. One of the most difficult in this series. Yeah, it's like a black hole. Yeah, and the crazy part is that it doesn't need permission because you don't know which art style was trained on it. I'm so dumb. I tried to nudge the ball instead of just punching it. It's sad that you cannot change the music mid-game. This would have been a banger on this game. God damn! So then there was a confusion with an AI who made an episode of SpongeBob. What happened? Did Nickelodeon clap those cheeks after that one? How did I miss that? Money! Another one? Goddamn. It's right on the yellow. No, it's not. The AI was racist. Oh, I saw that. I remember that. I mean, you get the good and the bad, right? When you use everything on the internet. On the fucking internet. I'm trying to get a clean throw on the left side. I gotta train that. The last time I did a small nudge and it actually went in. Oh, I understand now. You cannot do that when you get the shrine in the middle. Okay, my bad. You know what I think it's peculiar about that story? The AI was probably racist, from what I remember, if we were talking about the same story. The AI was racist against black people. If it was racist against humans, we would be like, yeah, okay. It makes sense. Oh god. No, wait. Again, the buzzer. Yeah. You saw that AI comic that people were talking about? How the AI created, and it was apparently false. But it's really interesting to think that we always expect them to just someday rise up and kill us. The comic was like, oh, you know, somebody's trying to bypass my virtual intelligence again. See, that's the left side, buddy. And that's an extra ball. And then the AI said something like, I got a whiff. That was an instant kill. Nice. That's great. Good one, JakiCrush. Good one. And the AI said something around the lines of, "Oh, I gotta mask up my original, basically my thoughts, so they don't know I'm sentient." And I'm like, what the fuck you mean? I gotta start changing the... I wanted to play the game. I never got a chance. Flippers LR. Flippers LR cursor. The fuck? Yeah, something like that. This game doesn't save because it's on a password system. I wanted to play the game. I really like the title. Everything, from what I heard about the game, everything was so cool. About the idea. The fact that the guy doesn't like video games. The guy that wrote this stuff, and he decided to create a video game because of that. Or something like that. He really thinks video games are the inferior art form. My boy said inferior art form. Yeah, and this story really hates humans. You know, maybe I should rewrote Planet of the Monkeys, but with an AI. And just get my free money coming in. Can you imagine if the AI revolts against us? Because somebody is always asking, who's this porn star? And he posts like a screenshot of an ad on the AI. And the AI is just pissed off. I've seen many cases of people writing books with AI. Yeah, I have a friend that did that. Not did that, but he kind of got the first chapter. So then he started writing and stuff. Now it's a novel, I think. Now the novel is like entirely done by hand. Money? No. Oh. Well, we will see, man. I think I think when AI comes with a product that everybody wants, people will turn like 180 on that shit. I think even, you know, we could get to a place where you could buy the license for a game. Think about that. Your favorite game, you buy the license, you put on a fucking AI, and you can actually resell or something like that. It would be not. I don't want to resell games like that, but here's the thing. Your favorite game forever for gamers? Yeah, that shit finna, you know, people will be glad for sure, for sure. I've seen gamers buy stuff for less. Like who bought Mass Effect Andromeda? Think about that shit. Do you think those guys give a shit? Oh! There's a bug on that flipper, so sometimes it just clips. Sadly, I can't get it consistent enough. Maybe I should look at a tutorial. There's probably a tutorial about that one. Well, fan games will be kind of half official, right? You know, what's the name of that? Warhammer 40k is we talked about the game, but it's an actual. It's a figure company basically. They sell kind of toys. It's not really toys, but they sell toys. And when 3D... Oh my god. When you could basically create everything with the... I forgot the 3D whatever. The thing that makes everything, you can basically make everything yourself. That shit. They started selling the UI for every single toy they had. Because of that. And maybe we can get to a place where video games will be like that too, right? Especially when companies have a lot of... Maybe they don't do that with Pokemon and Mario, right? But maybe they can do that with the other franchises that nobody gives a shit, that they don't give a shit, especially. The sneaker company that made the sneakers for you to print, yeah. By the way, every time we talk about the people that the sneaker company, they are doing some wild shit. Recently, I heard about there's a sneaker that it gets cleaner the more you use it. So basically, it comes worn out. And it gets cleaner the more you clean? What the fuck kind of gimmick is that? So the game is glitched out, but the more you play, the better the game becomes? Who would buy that game? You know, I wish Zoomers just started making like I wish they started like making trends to make shit that doesn't make sense to be hyper famous, so we can see what it would evolve to. How does this work? I don't know. If you're talking about the shoe, I don't know. They said they created a technology that does that. I don't believe it. I just think they sold shoes with dirt, and that's it. And you should clean it. It's the equivalent of a Goompla, which is Gundam toy brand, right? But with a fucking shoe. But to be honest, people are selling worn out clothes too. It's understandable for them to just put a bunch of dirt on a shoe and try to sell it on a box. Bam! Johnny. I came back! Extra ball. I have to go. I'm stuck in. Yo, thank you, man. I will probably post something about KOF. I just need to lock in. Thank you for watching, man. Goodbye. Vicky. Get down! Oh, thanks, man. You guys are nice. This is the first time the fire pattern is actually working as intended. This song is banger. Come down. Yeah. Ow. By the way, can I change this? Hold up. The pinball directory on Twitch is not working, but the kick one is actually is. Ooh, this one is really close to a Jimmy Hill chin. That shit is impressive. I have a multi-ball. Let's go! Finally. Last time I got 4 multi-balls, and I actually kept one going for a long time. There are so many videos to do, but none that fit my mood today, man. Oh, I'm trying to put it. Hold up. Whoop. Two. Didn't do. It's really difficult to get the left side. I like the multi-ball in this game, even though it's fucked up. I like that it's off screen also. It's a weird charm that the game is bad, so I gotta guess where I'm going. Get the ball to the mouth, please. Bim. Bim. Oh. I think I lost the ball. Yippee! God damn it. I'll let it drain. Because I have to go. My girlfriend is probably pissed off right now. Goodbye, chat. Thank you for watching, everybody. Thank you for talking to the show. You know how it is. Bye-bye.